So in this video we're going to talk about confidence intervals of the population mean. So as you are aware, we don't know the true value of the population mean. Which we often see kind of denoted as, let's say, mu y or mu something. If let's say this random variable is called y. And the reason we don't know this is, as you're aware of, it's due to random sampling. So we don't know the exact true value of this population mean due to this random sampling, but maybe we can construct like an interval where we're, a certain level confident that the true value is, kind of within that interval. And that's the idea behind these confidence intervals. So, however, we can construct a confidence interval, and I'll just write CI for confidence interval. And so what, this confidence interval is an interval that contains the true value with a pre-specified probability. You often call this pre-specified probability the confidence level. Since we don't know, the population variance or standard deviation as a result, what we're going to do is use an estimate, of the standard error of, y bar to create this confidence interval. So we can use our estimate of the standard error, so standard error of y bar, to create the confidence interval. So we need to use a standard error because we don't know the population variance. So if we assume that n is large and the distribution of y is unknown, then we can form, missing an n there, we can form 90% confidence intervals, 95, 99, really whatever confidence level you want, but let's just look at 90, 95, and 99 since they're the most common. So 90% confidence interval for mu y equals the sample average plus and minus 1.64 times the standard error of y bar. 99% confidence interval for the population mean is again y bar plus and minus 1.96 times the standard error of y bar. Sorry, that should be 95%. And finally, 99% for mu y equals y bar plus or minus 2.58 times the standard error of y bar. So notice that we're using the critical values from the standard normal, so the 10% critical value from the standard normal, the 5% critical value for the 95% confidence level, and then 1% critical value for the 99% confidence interval. And so when we notice that these intervals are going to get larger and larger the higher the confidence level. So if we want to, the more and more sure we want to be about that the true value is within this interval, the bigger we have to make this interval to know that. Okay, so hopefully this helps with confidence intervals.